Hi Taurus, welcome to November. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And I'd like to call in some good energies before I start your reading. Hope you had a happy Halloween and a happy October. And thank you for liking and subscribing and sharing my videos. And thank you for those who've commented. And thank you for those who have ordered readings. I appreciate your support and I've loved working with all of you. So let's see what's coming up for Taurus. We've got a new moon in Scorpio, which is falling in your 7th house, and a full moon in Gemini, which is going to be in your 2nd house of money and self-worth and values. So November should be pretty interesting. Let's see what the cards have to say for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know about love and relationships for the month of November? What does Taurus need to know about love and relationships for the month of November? What does Taurus need to know about love and relationships for the month of November? By the way, I'm using a new deck for this reading. It's called the Steampunk Tarot. And I love the illustrations on this deck. As a matter of fact, I think I'll put a link, if I remember, to put it in the description box. Okay, so what does Taurus need to know about love and relationships for the month of November? The 5 of Cups. The 6 of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands. Interesting. The Emperor. The Ace of Swords. The Hangman. The Page of Wands. The 8 of Cups. And the High Priestess. Okay, so you start the month out with the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups is a card of regret, or a card of disappointment or sadness. So there could be a relationship that's kind of unstable. Maybe you feel like there's a relationship is breaking up, or you could have had an argument with someone, or you could have had some type of interaction in a relationship. Because if you look at this card, this person is drowning in their sorrow. So they're feeling a sense of loss. And they're feeling a sense of regret over whatever happened. And but you have the 6 of Wands here. So, and with the 5 of Cups, if you've had a falling out in a relationship, I don't think that all is lost. It's not, it can be fixed. It's not the end of the road. It's not like you're seeing the 10 of Swords. When I see the 10 of Swords, that's the end, like you're done. With the 5 of Cups, there's a potential to patch things up. There's a potential to have a favorable outcome. You just have to focus on the positive. Instead of thinking about everything that's negative about the person, you should focus on their good qualities, because there's still something that you can salvage from the situation. There are still 2 cups that are full. Not everything has been spilt, but there is a sense of loss and a sense of regret. So you're coming into the month with those emotions. But you can fix the relationship. I don't think that it's the end of the road. On the other hand, you have the 6 of Wands here. So the 6 of Wands is a victory card. But I feel like this has to do with work, though. I feel like, and you have the Ace of Pentacles. So you might be dealing with some type of career success, and there might be some type of relationship issue. So you may feel like a relationship is breaking up, but at the same time you're having this successful career experience. Like you're finally being valued for your skills with the 6 of Wands. You're seen as the rock star. People are really appreciating what you contribute to work. As a matter of fact, you might be getting a lot of attention in November for your skills. And there may be, if you look at this card, they're celebrating you. You're being celebrated. Like, oh, this person's awesome. You know, they're a great worker. They contribute so much to the team. I mean, you're really being honored in November. And there could be some jealousy around you. There might be some people that are not happy that you're getting all the attention. But don't worry about them. You're golden when it comes to your career. You have this Ace of Pentacles, so there could be some type of job opportunity. That you might have recently changed jobs, or if not, you might have an opportunity to change jobs in November, or some opportunity may come up. Because you have this Knight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, so this could be a change of residence or a change of job. There's potential, and you may not have actually made the move yet, but there is the Ace being the base of the car of the reading. The wheels have already started turning, so there's some project in the works that can lead you to a change. It may be a change of job, but it could also be a change in responsibility, where you're given more responsibility, or people are seeing you and seeing your skills and talents in a better way. You're in a better light in November. You may have come through a difficult period where you felt not seen or not recognized. You're going to start to get recognition in November. Because you have this Emperor card, which is the boss card. So either you're going to be dealing with people on the executive level, or you're going to be given some type of executive level responsibility. Because this is a card of someone who's very organized, very wanting to build something solid and stable. So the other energy that I'm picking up here is this Knight of Wands. You could have been dealing with someone who was a little bit, in a relationship, a little bit unreliable. Like this person had restless energy or unreliable energy. Someone who, makes a lot of promises but doesn't follow through. So you might have been dealing with someone that you really couldn't count on. You don't know, like they're here today, gone tomorrow. If they say they're going to call you, they don't call you. Or they say, like, let's go out. You never hear from them, or you never go out. This person they're a lot of fun when you're with them. And when they're in the mood to be with people, they're great. But then they just disappear. So you might be leaving. This is kind of something that you might be leaving behind. You might be moving away from this immature, restless energy. This person might be a player. There could be a player in your life, or someone who's just not serious, doesn't want a commitment in a relationship. And you might be leaving that person behind because you realize this guy or this woman or whoever I'm dealing with in a romantic situation, they just want to have fun in the moment. They don't want what I want. I want a stable relationship. I want security for the future. This person is kind of unstable. They could be like the heartbreaker type, or the type that just wants to date a bunch of people. They don't want to settle down. So you might be moving away from that, because I'm also seeing this Eight of Cups, where you're leaving something behind for something better. Now the Emperor could also be another relationship coming in with someone who's very dependable. It could be someone who's mature, who's got their stuff together. They're not, they know what they want. They know how to get it. They don't play games. Sometimes the Emperor could be a Capricorn, a Scorpio. What was the other sign? Aries. In this card, though, I feel this is more like Capricorn or Earth energy, or even could be Leo too, because he looks like he's on a throne. The lion, the king of the jungle. But in any case, this person is a lot more mature, a lot more dependable, reliable. I mean, someone's coming in. I feel like something is coming in that can give you a more stable relationship or a more stable situation than this person. This person has this restless, unreliable energy. So you might be getting tired of that and leaving that behind. You have the Ace of Swords in the near future. This is a card of taking action, or your thoughts, it's like a new beginning in the way you're thinking about yourself. So it's possible that you're tired of playing games and you want to do something serious. You really want to achieve something in November. Maybe you're tired of instability in either a relationship or career, and you're wanting to take charge of your life, because the Ace of Swords is kind of like the warrior energy. Like, I am going to do what it takes. I don't care. I want to build something solid. I want a relationship that's solid. I want a career that's solid. That's, financial security. I'm going to put all my energy toward this goal. And come hell or high water, I'm going to get there. Because I feel like, Taurus, you're going to be activated in November to take action. Your thoughts are changing. Your thinking is changing. You're going to be reevaluating a situation and thinking about it in a different way. So you might be more aggressive in November. Like, Taurus is usually laid back and, easygoing. I think that somebody has waved a red flag in front of the bull in November, and the bull is going to start charging. You also have a Hangman here. This is a card of patience. So I feel like, and Taurus has a ton of patience. I mean, Taurus has the most patience out of any sign in the zodiac. So when a Taurus loses their patience, you've pushed them way too far, because they never lose their patience. But someone's going to push your buttons in November, and you're going to be charging. But the Hangman is about making a sacrifice, giving something up for something better. So you might be leaving something behind and moving on to something better. But it's a difficult choice, because you want both options. It's not like a no-brainer choice where you're miserable and you're just leaving something and you're really happy to leave it. You're leaving something you really don't want to leave. But the only way you can claim this wonderful opportunity that's coming up is by leaving something else. And here you also have the Eight of Cups. I feel like that the work that you do, or there could be a relationship that was once good that's no longer serving you, and you feel like you want to move on to something more meaningful. So there could be a love relationship, and I feel like you're leaving something that was not very reliable, that wasn't giving you what you need. You're leaving that behind because you want to do something else that really speaks to who you are. And it could be the work that you do. You could be leaving, like changing careers even. Changing career path. Leaving a company that has gotten stale and moving towards something that's more exciting, that's firing you up, where you're feeling enthusiastic. Now, you have the Page of Wands here in your environment. So this is a message coming in. If you've been waiting to hear from someone, you're going to get that message in November. And it's going to be good news. The Page of Wands is always good news. The page also it's a young energy. So it could be a new relationship that's just kind of starting to build. It's just budding. So just see where that takes you. So it could be that some of you are leaving one relationship and moving into a new relationship with someone who really excites you. Someone who is more active. Where you're going to be actually doing things together. The High Priestess is as the tail end. Here's the outcome card. This is a card of favorable outcome. There are things going on behind the scenes with the High Priestess. Things that are kind of fermenting underneath the surface. And they're not ready to be revealed yet. So there could be, like at work, there could be a lot of plans, like maybe the executives at your company are making changes, but they haven't announced them yet. Or they're planning different things they're figuring out. They've gotten some type of agenda that they're working on. When the time is right, they're going to reveal it. So, but you don't have to worry like that there are things behind the scenes that are going to hurt you. There are things that are actually going to help you. So I feel that some opportunity is going to be coming up. But it may not be, this is a time card, this Ace of Swords. So it may take a whole, like we're in November now, it may be until next fall. Well, I don't know, because this could be September, October, November. So it could be the end of November when things take shape. If it doesn't happen by the end of November, then it will be next November. But it could be this before December that things start to take shape, and there might be some type of announcement that puts you on a new path, or an opportunity that takes you in a new direction, a more exciting direction. With the High Priestess as the outcome, it will be a favorable outcome, so you don't have to worry about that. So you should trust your intuition. If you're having certain feelings about something, trust that inner guide, trust that intuition. And for some of you, you could be leaving a job or a career path and moving into something that's more esoteric, that involves, intuition and healing, or psychic ability, or, because this is the card of the tarot reader. Look, she's reading the cards. The psychic, the intuitive. So you could be getting involved in something that involves metaphysical subjects. So that's another thing. Maybe you're wanting to build something stable along those lines. Or this is the card of the executive. So if you're not dealing with executives, you may want to be one. Or you may be trying to build your own business, or create something that's solid and stable in your life. That's more exciting than whatever you're doing now. That's more fulfilling. So let's see what the stars are on the agenda for Taurus for this new moon in Scorpio. It's falling in your 7th house, so there could be a new partnership, either in love or business. And it's this new moon is really powerful because it's supported by Neptune and Pluto. So with Neptune, you could be working on a creative project that really excites you. You're excited to be doing this. It's using your skills, it's using your talent. It could be, with Neptune, it could be an art project, or it could have something to do with film, music, acting, poetry, writing, anything creative. You're using your creativity with this new beginning. And with Pluto, and Neptune's in the 11th house, that's the house of dreams and wishes and fulfillment. And it's also the house of the groups that you belong to. You might be connecting with some spiritual groups. But also you could be achieving a long-held dream with Neptune. You could have a new beginning, a new partnership that helps you to achieve a dream or a goal that you've been working toward for a long time. Pluto's in the 9th house. So you could be connecting with very powerful people that it's about. The 9th house could be like a marketing plan, or an internet connection, or some kind of higher education project that has global reach, where you're dealing with people from around the world. And if you're teaching, it could also mean teaching. You could be teaching people and reaching people around the world. So you could be creating some type of educational program. You could be working on some project that involves education, either teaching, learning. But it's a very powerful, you're dealing with people the movers and shakers of the world, people who really want to make a difference. So it could have some cutting edge aspect to it, especially because Uranus, when this new moon Uranus is not affecting the moon. Well, it could be. It's actually conjunct, yeah. No, it's not even close to this moon. Okay, Uranus is 29 Aries. It's opposing Venus. And that will be in your 6th house. So it's your 6th and 12th houses. So that can involve work. Uranus is shaking things up. It's getting close to your ascendant. It's when it moves into Taurus. So you're ready to release old baggage. And with Venus in your 6th house, you're learning how to compromise with your colleagues. Like if in the past you were very stubborn and rigid and you didn't want to accept other people's ideas, or it was hard for you to work with others, that's going to start to change. You're going to realize that, I have to work with other people. I have to learn how to compromise, because Libra is all about making everyone happy. Seeing things from both sides, cooperation, win-win, creating win-win. And it's going to be in your 6th house. So it's bringing you greater harmony on the work front. And with Uranus in your 12th house, it's like you have this is your last ditch effort for Uranus to free you from psychological blocks, free you from whatever's been holding you back. Go deep in your psyche and release anything that's been keeping you imprisoned psychologically. If there's something that's been holding you back, you're going to work on it and you're going to get over it. Because you also have Jupiter. Jupiter's 29 degrees in Scorpio. It's about to leave your 7th house. So it's now or never to form the partnerships, these really lucky partnerships or abundant partnerships. When Jupiter's in your 7th, it usually brings a wealthy mate or someone who has money, something very lucrative. But don't worry, Jupiter's moving into the 8th house, so then it'll bring financial support in a different way. But you can partner, if you're partnering with someone in November, at this new moon, it could be a very lucrative partnership, or it could bring in a lot of money down the road. So let's see what's going on. So this is a new beginning for partnerships. It's a great time for a partnership. The only thing is that Venus is still retrograde, so I don't know. I mean, on the one hand, it's a good time for beginnings, but I think so if you're reestablishing a partnership with someone from the past, that can be more favorable than if you're starting with somebody totally new. So you'll have to wait and see until after Venus goes direct to see if you're still interested in this partnership. So see if you can find out more about this. If it's someone brand new, you may want to check into them a little bit more. If there are things that you don't know, you may want to find out more about them before you commit yourself. But if it's someone from the past, there's a better energy around that, because you have a chance to fix whatever went wrong and have a new beginning in that way. So now there's a full moon in Gemini in your 2nd house by the end of the month. So things that you initiated at the new moon may come to completion by the full moon. And that will involve the money houses. It's involving your 2nd and 8th house. So if someone presents you with an idea, it could lead to an increase in salary for you, or increase in money, or where you feel more secure. It's going to bring you a feeling of security. And Mars is tearing up your 11th house. It's T-squaring this new moon in the full moon. So there could be some conflicts with friendships that come to a completion at the end of the moon. Either you fix what was wrong and you come to some kind of new understanding, or you decide to just walk away completely. I mean, it could go either way, because Mars is Mars is the action planet. So it's giving you the energy to go after what you want. In the 11th house, that's like fulfilling a dream. But it's also, you might be having some thoughts about the groups that you're belonging to. So maybe certain friendships have outlived their time, or certain groups that you belong to are no longer fulfilling. You might be moving away from some people and starting new friendships, new groups, moving into a new group. Jupiter is going to be in the 8th house at the end of the month. Your key is in communication, because the North Node is going to be, it's moving into Cancer. The North Node has been in Leo for a long time. Now it's moving into Cancer. So that's favorable to Taurus. And it's going to be in your communication house. So it's important that you communicate. That's going to help your relationships. You might have greater communication. You might be reconnecting with relatives, aunts, uncles, friends in your neighborhood. You might be getting out more. You might be getting involved in a communications or a web project, something that involves the internet, communication, marketing. So if there are unresolved tensions in relationships, in friendships, in the groups that you belong to, the full moon you'll come to completion. Things are going to come to the surface. Like if something was bothering someone, you're going to find out what it was. or you're gonna, you might have a chance to fix it. And I feel like that you can fix it, but you're gonna see clearly who you want to keep in your life and who you want to let go of by the full moon. There could even be, I think you're going to find that you need to form friendships with people that bring joy and fun into your life. So if you've got some friends that have been dragging you down and been like a killjoy, or like every time you have a new plan, they throw water on it, and they kill your enthusiasm, you might be leaving those types of people behind. Because you're looking to have fun. You want to have fun. You want to enjoy your life. You don't want to be around these Debbie Downers. So I think you're going to have some new beginnings in November, and forming some new partnerships and resolving some old conflicts and deciding where you want to go from here. And it looks good, Taurus. Especially because you have 2 aces here. So you're going to be leaving some things behind, but you're going to be starting some things new that are going to bring greater abundance and more activity into your life. And more stability too. More money, more stability, and more joy. So November looks good for you, Taurus. I think it's going to be, you're going to be happy with November. It's going to get you on the right track. If you've been kind of like floating in limbo, you're going to get out of limbo in November. You're going to start moving in a better direction. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Taurus. And if you, I hope it was a help to you. If you want to get a private reading, just check the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website, and we can work together, and I'd be happy to work with you. In the meantime, enjoy November. Happy Thanksgiving if you're celebrating in the United States. And for everyone else, just enjoy November. Much love, much success. And I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.